Hello friends, we are pet lovers, and as a pet lovers, we are always concerned about our pets' diet. So we are always searching a product which is beneficial and healthy for the pets. Normally, that when we are talking about the pet foods, we are or pet supplements as a good diets or healthy diets for the pets. But today we are discussing about more than this pet food and the pet supplements, which is in the form of pellets, or maybe in the form of the food, or maybe in the form of the powder. So we are talking about today is different topics of the pet food, which is in the form of the worms. Is it interesting? Worms. Nobody was thinking about the worms in earlier that, and worms is the food for the pets. Yes, for your birds, for your fishes, for your reptiles, worms is the one of the best protein elements, which gives you a proper diet for your pets. So today we'll introduce my colleague Mr. Ajanke. He is from the Nasik, Maharashtra. He has recently launched a Pro Meal, a new products, completely natural products, which gives you a protein more than a 50%. But moral of the thing, because he is already there, he is Ajankya. So he will give you more about that product. But before we start with that, I would like to know about ProMill. What is ProMill and how you started?
Right. So thank you, Gautam Dada. I'm very excited and happy to do this with you here.
Mm.
So basically, ProMeal is India's largest insect facility where we farm a variety of different insects for pet food majorly, but also for pharmaceuticals and nutraceuticals. So this was born from my own pain. I had a fish and I was looking for some good insect products for the fish, and I used to find so many products in the European shelves and US shelves when I used to go there, but it was not existing in India. So we thought maybe this is a space where we can solve the problem. Insects are a core part of diet for a lot of the pets which we keep, especially like the birds and the fish which we keep. So that is how ProMeal started, and today we are also launching all of our products in pet shops. That's all.
Okay, nice thing talking about that. The ProMill is basically the product of insects.
Yes.
What are the types of the insects you are using for this ProMill?
So at ProMeal, we farm a couple of species. We farm mealworms, which is smaller beetle larvae. We form superworms, the morio worms, which are large-sized beetle larvae. We farm crickets, which is also very unique.
Okay.
And crickets are the chirping little insects which we hear at night a lot of times. We farm black soldier fly larva, which is also a very popular pet food treat now, and we are also launching our roaches treats very soon. So all of
Amazing, amazing. Because we are talking about the natural foods, but the way that you have made it that nature into in your boxes in the dried form is a hats off to you. It's a absolutely new product. I have seen that in a couple of years. I've not even seen in India.
right.
Yes, it is available in the out of the India, but it is in India. It is the first time I have seen it. Thank you that you have launched these things. And you tell me that how this, so what are the ingredients, maybe what are the protein percentage, and what is the fibers, I mean, how it can give some better healthy products to them.
Right. So, first of all, we are also very proud to bring this range to India because we grow the insects and process them everything in house. That allows us to control the quality of our product. If we talk about nutrition, insects are the most natural protein source for a lot of the pets which we keep. If you see, the nature is at its bloom when the rainy season is there, and that is also a time when the insects are out there in abundance. So that is a time when most of the birds go out and start breeding, the fishes start laying eggs, and the whole nature basically is at its best. So insects, as it is a product for your pets, it was something which was missing, and we did this. If we talk about nutrition, insects have more protein than meat. They have a amino acid profile which is similar to tofu. They have They have fibers which are similar to broccoli. So it's basically a superfood created by nature for animals, and it's just now that we have made it available in a way that you can easily feed it to your pets, like fish, turtles, tortoises, a lot of birds. In fact, you'll be surprised to know cats in their wild diet have about 4 to 5% their diet comes from insects. They catch insects, some flies, and crickets, and then they eat that. So it is a very natural,
Healthy products.
healthy product for pets.
Maybe that our pet parents may want to know that how you ensure the quality is concerned, or are you involved in testings and other lab testing or any other things? Can you just explain on this the lab testing?
Yes, so at ProMeal we have an in-house lab facility where every batch which we produce, we test it for the protein percentages, fat percentages, which allows us to make the product consistent. We also test each and every batch for pathogens like Salmonella, E. coli, making sure that the product is extremely safe and best quality to feed to your pets.
Okay, that's nice. So that we are very much assured that the quality is absolutely up to the mark, so that the pet parents, whichever they are lacking, feel something lacking in their diet for the pets, that may be fulfilled from your promise. Thanks that you have done these things. And then tell, and can you show me something that whichever you using like super worms or you're talking about the bio can you just show me in a close look that how it looks and how it is like that?
Sure. So just before that, we have two different kinds of range. One
Yeah.
is our wildly tasty range, which is individual dried insects.
Okay.
So we have individual dried superworms, individual dried mealworms, crickets, black soldier fly, which come through it. So if someone wants to buy a specific type of insect, they can pick up our white packs, which are wildly tasty packs, and the colorful range, which is a medley treat, which is again something which a lot of people wanted and we created. It's like a seed mix. It's a mix of dried insects.
Okay. Okay.
So all of the different insect species, they have different nutritional benefits. So you don't need to buy each and every packet individually. We created a mix of insects according to species, and that is also available in our medley treats range. If I'll show you the superworms pack, I'll just open this and show this to you. Smaller mealworms, and if you look at the quality and the way the worms are dried,
Absolutely looks very quality. You have prepared is as dried properly. It's a neat and clean. It's an hygienic. Everything
yes,
is perfectly fitted.
yes.
It's very nice. So that he has shown very that how the superworms mealworms looks like. I think you all have seen it. Now the next question comes that how to feed and what is the quantity for pets. Like if you can start from the birds itself.
Correct.
For small birds to the larger birds, which are the worms is used for which types of birds and quantity daily basis. Can you just explain?
Right. So when we talk about birds, if we have all observed sparrows and finches which come to our neighborhood, they're always searching for insects. They're always searching for some kind of worms which they'll pick up and then go ahead and feed the chicks or even eat themselves. So it's a natural food for almost all the types of birds, be it finches, sparrows, softbills, be it parrots, be it even farm birds like ducks or pheasants or things like that, turkeys, for example. The amount varies. For example, if we say about finches, the total percentage of insects that can be there in the diet can be up to 40%. So 40%,
40% of what?
40% of total diet can be insects during the breeding season.
Okay.
Yes.
So means including your sprout, including your
Seed
pellet
mix,
mix, seed mix, everything.
Everything.
So if you can club it in 100, then 40%.
40% can be insects
For breeding season.
for breeding season.
Okay.
And if we talk about parrot species, that number is smaller. It can be around 5%, 2 to 5% in a regular diet, around 10% when you are into breeding season. So insect protein also induces breeding into birds. So it should be used during the breeding season a little bit more, and then we should roll it back during the other part of that year. And if we talk about water birds or even some turkeys or ducks, they can eat these in good quantities. So that's not an issue. The egg quality improves, the egg size improves, the chick size improves, the clutch size also improves
Inputs.
when
So
you
lot
add
of
insect
benefits,
protein.
lot of benefits, lot of
Yes.
benefits. And for fishes,
So for fish, almost all the monster fish which are there, all the cichlids, all the florhorns,
arwana,
arowanas,
arwanas,
oscars,
oscars.
they'll absolutely need this and love this.
Hmm, hmm.
If you have smaller fish varieties like kois and goldfishes, you might want to take the smaller insects like mealworms
Mealworms.
or black soldier fly larvas. And if you have even smaller like tetra varieties, you need to crush the insects and give it to them.
Okay, okay,
But
okay.
all of the fish
Love
love the
it, love
insect.
it. That's
Yes,
great, that's great.
yes.
And the reptiles and the turtles?
So turtles, tortoises also. So depending on the species, if you check, most of the pet turtles or reptiles which we keep are omnivores,
Okay.
which means they eat insects in the wild. Very core part of their diet is insects. So this allows us to give it to them in a very hassle-free way. They can eat all the insects which are there. Even it is small, it is large, they can eat.
So very interestingly, you have introduced these things. As I know that as an you are done your MBA from the Europe, and then came to the India and started these things. How you have selected this is your as a journey for this? Can you just explain? It's a maybe a private things, private privacy is
No,
there,
no,
but
no.
still that I would like to know that, and my friends also want to know that. As an you done your MBA from Europe, and next that you have started these things. It's a
Right.
very amazing things. Can you explain about?
Yes, so when I saw this being done in Europe, I was very awestruck. In fact, they have very large facilities where they produce thousands of tons of this for animal nutrition.
Mm.
And I am very convinced that going forward, we need different kind of protein sources. So Promeal actually works into insect proteins and oils for animal nutrition.
Mm.
And right now we use soybean meal or fish meal or chicken meal.
Maybe the egg meal is a protein.
Egg meal is a protein source.
Mm.
Now all of these sources are limited.
Mm.
So if we need more soybean meal, we'll need to make more agricultural land, which we don't have now.
Mm.
If we need more fish meal, we can't take out more fish than there are in water. They have already overexploited. So now there is need for new protein sources for animal nutrition specifically. And I saw that this is not there so much in India, and I felt that this is a worthwhile cause for which I can, put a few years of my life. So I decided and I leaped in, and I was bugged out, we can say, and we
That's-
built ProMeal.
That's the things that an MBA can think on this way only. Okay, thank you very much for your so much of productivity and so much of interesting topics you have discussed on the products and the qualities and the hygienic matters and how to feed everything we have told about that. Now that the time is that we will launching officially that ProMill in Calcutta.
Right.
Okay.
So we are very happy and pleased to announce that our authorized distributor would be Pgpets for the entire Kolkata region and the West Bengal region. And if you have any of the requirements, do reach out to Dada, and we are very, very, very happy to work with you.
Definitely, thank you, because it's such a nice product. That's why we have made these informative videos for all our pet parents so that they can understood the products. And you are the better person who can give the idea, because it is from your mind. And we will try that it will reach to the each and every corner, and people will benefit from these products.
Okay, thanks a lot. Dada. We look forward.
So, why officially, this any products that we launch this